Welcome back to the Stalk Talk, folks. This is a very weird location. We'll get into that in a sec. But today, we're going to be bringing you a Purdue prediction. It's actually really echoey in here. We're going to bring you a Purdue prediction after a big L against Wisconsin. We just got done watching the highlights. We were busy watching our boy Jed. Shout out Jed. No free shout outs at Nebraska Westland. He plays soccer there. He was in for 5 minutes in the second half, dude. Shout out Jed. He played a lights out, an absolutely lights out 5 minutes. Absolutely lightning. Absolutely. Today we're going to be bringing you a breakdown of the Purdue game, or the Purdue-Wisconsin game, and kind of our prediction going into the Nebraska-Purdue game. Not the same Purdue, just as a quick overview. Not the same Purdue we saw against Iowa. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you gotta say to get us into it?
I was gonna say, when we were watching the game earlier today, at the soccer game, we were kind of staying aware of the score of the Purdue-Wisconsin game.
Yeah.
And when we checked in, it was 13-13, I think.
At half or something.
Yeah. And I know Wisconsin's got a decent program, and they're, you can't see.
Great defense always.
Yeah. And so I was kind of getting a little nervous seeing that score, seeing those numbers as they were.
Because we got to play both these dogs.
Exactly, still. And they're so I was definitely kind of set on edge a little bit. But there were some. We just got done watching some highlights, and they were not that great.
Yeah. So we couldn't really watch the game, obviously, at the game that we were at, but we just got back and we actually watched the highlights. Just initial thoughts. Purdue was not the buttoned-up team they were against Iowa. Their quarterback threw 3 interceptions. I think there was another fumble, one just got stripped out. The Purdue rush defense was absolutely atrocious because Wisconsin's offense is not very good, y'all. Graham Mertz is not very good, y'all, and we're going to talk about that for that one. But they could get the run game going on this Purdue defense, and that's going to be a huge key to Nebraska's success against this Purdue team that still beat Iowa. Yeah. A very solid team. So with that, the main takeaways from that game, they could not slow down the Wisconsin rush, and offense was sloppy compared to the Iowa game.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was crazy. We were watching the highlights, and it was just back and forth. It was just back-to-back interceptions and stuff like that, not looking good and everything. I don't know, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm still kind of nervous for our game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely room to be nervous.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about what the Huskers have been doing for their bye week, if they've been doing practices or whatever.
I haven't really heard anything. Scott Frost had one press conference, I think, on Thursday, and he didn't really say much. That's normal. Yeah. You can just expect that they're buttoning it up. A big thing that we've heard this entire year from Nebraska is that practice has been going extremely well. They just didn't really show up for the Minnesota game, and it was kind of like this business-like mentality we talked about in our last video. But yeah, we haven't had any issue with practicing. That's what the coaches say this entire season so far. So that's good at least, and a bye week is going to be real good. I think we're going to definitely bring it to Purdue. I think we're going to do really well. But yeah, the key to that game is we got to establish the run like Wisconsin did. Right. Purdue could not stop Wisconsin at all.
They were. Wisconsin was stripping their tackles. It was crazy. They were running up the middle. It was just crazy runs that you wouldn't see in the Big Ten, because you would maybe get.
Usually you seal those gaps or whatever.
You'd see 5, 6, 8 yard runs in the Big Ten or whatever, and those are good runs against a Big Ten defense, and Purdue just didn't have that.
There's always break off 20-yard runs, chunk run yards, which doesn't happen a lot, like you said, in the Big Ten. We haven't had that since, I think, Jacques Yant played in the Northwestern game. He had some chunk-ass plays.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
The line also, there was one big sack that we saw.
Right at the beginning, kind of?
Yeah. And I think we'll definitely be able to capitalize on that, too. Our defense is, I don't know if we're still ranked up there in the top 5 in the nation.
For defense?
But,
that's a good question.
Husker defense is dangerous.
For sure.
Us, so we'll definitely be getting the Big Mac sack that day.
We should.
But yeah, that being said.
Yeah, keys to the game. We got to have the Husker defense that we know that we can be. Adrian has to be comfortable in the pocket, and we have got to establish the run, because obviously Wisconsin did against Purdue and it worked. And we can't give them any turnovers. That's why Purdue beat Iowa, because Purdue kind of did what Iowa does. Just got tons of turnovers and played their game. Yep. Slowed down the clock, did wonderful things on special teams. So yeah, we gotta take one out of both Iowa and Wisconsin's book. Shout out Wisconsin, great game. We're gonna have to play them eventually. That'll be dirty. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, I mean, we'll just have to see how it goes. It's a really toss-up game, because if Purdue beats Wisconsin, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. This is a real deal team, maybe.
No, for real.
But they lost to Wisconsin. Wisconsin has not been very good this year, so
right.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
What are your game predictions?
Predictions. Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. I think we win for sure.
Man, remember we've been saying that for a while now.
Well, we have been doing decent.
But we have not been winning.
But the reason why we say that we can win is because we know how good we can be.
We know we can win.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know what yours is? I gotta think about mine.
The loss.
What?
I'm gonna predict the loss.
I know. Okay.
I think we're gonna lose. Exactly like what you just said. We have the potential. We have the ability to win. We're just not going to.
In Lincoln.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm curious what your prediction is, because I think our defense is going to shut down their offense. Their offense is not going to do very well. Or so what we think. I think they have one really good wide receiver in David Bell, and I think Cam's going to shut him down. I think their offense is sloppy otherwise. They had one good game against Iowa. And I think this is also a statement win for Nebraska to kind of bring us back to what the nation has been talking about us in the light that they had, which has been really positive so far. We lost to Michigan State, not Oklahoma, by a combined points of 13. Everyone kind of had respect and had Nebraska in their top 25 for power rankings.
I don't know. I think it's a loss. If I had to give you a number for the final, it would be within a field goal. It would be close. But I think it's the same. It's going to be the most Nebraska thing ever, where we just choke at the end, or Colt misses another field goal, or someone drops a punt return and they get the ball at their 15 or something, and something's going to happen.
Do you think that Minnesota is better than Purdue, or do you think Purdue is better than Minnesota?
That's a good question. I think ranking-wise, I don't know. I haven't checked the ranks yet.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota's better than Purdue. We played Minnesota in Minnesota.
Yeah.
We had multiple opportunities to win that game.
Correct.
We're coming off a bye week. I think we bring it to Purdue. It's in Lincoln. Purdue is worse than Minnesota. Probably. Who knows? Okay, I think I got my prediction.
You ready?
Yeah. I'm going to go 27-17. I think we have a few decent field goals, 3 touchdowns. I don't think they score any more than 17. I don't know. I might even go 27-13. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them 27-17. That feels right.
Okay.
I think it could be really high scoring, though, at the same time, because last year Purdue's game was really high scoring for Nebraska. It was it might have only been 38-17, but it was pretty high scoring at the time for Nebraska.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, though?
I'm going to say 24 Huskers, 27 Boilermakers.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Field goal.
It'll be a really good game. We're obviously all going to be watching 11 o'clock in Lincoln. Super excited. It's going to be... Is it Halloween?
It's that weekend.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Sick.
So the 30th.
It sucks, y'all. Okay, so that's pretty much the game real quick. But real quick, we couldn't get into our damn studio, y'all.
Yeah.
It's freaking bullshit.
Right,
it's literally right there. We can see our equipment, y'all. We can see the mics. Also, it's on me. I did a bad job recording last week, our audio. We need Cam. Cam is huge. So yeah, we're just kind of doing a shorter version, a shorter type segment video for this week.
This week's podcast, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry we don't got that, but these sound good. These sound pretty good.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, with that, I mean, that's the video pretty much. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let us know what we can do better. It's been real fun doing these, and we're trusting the process and having fun doing what we have to do when we can. And then
we've been taking some L's lately, but that's all right with the locked door and the and the sound and stuff like that. But it's
all right. It's all part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of the process. So.
Wouldn't change a thing. We're having so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that, hopefully y'all enjoyed. We will see you next time. Tune in. Go for good, baby.
We're good.